Hey, it's Alexa, Grace and Cherish. It is a very rainy day. Brandon has off work today, and my plan was to get a bunch of work done. We realized that we need to change the direction of four of our 4x16 garden beds. So I was doing some research about vertical gardening, which is something I want to try. We have a ton of space, so you could technically say you don't need a vertical garden, but I really like it. I think that I'm just excited to test it out and get a feel for that type of gardening. So we were all excited. He had a day off work. We're like, sweet, let's get some work done. And then it's raining. It is raining a lot. You can see puddles forming behind me. So that's a bummer because, well, we were ready to get working in the rain, but it's hard enough to where I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So what I'm gonna do today though is these beds behind me, these ones, I am actually going to, since we're gonna have to change them, they're vertical right now, we're gonna make them horizontal so they run east to west instead of north to south, which is what they're doing right now. So I need to basically rework because it's gonna change our beds from being 4x16 to being about like 4x25. So what I'm doing is coming out to measure them again so I can go back and make the right plan as for just for the plants and everything. I had already started sowing some seeds, but anyway, it's just going to change that plan a bit. So one of the other things though that I'm trying to do is, we're getting some hard rain. This is not uncommon in Georgia. And what I'm trying to figure out is also by changing this, like right now, right here, right? This is where our path is between two of our beds. If I'm now gonna make this vertical, this is where an actual bed will be, but I see how water is already pooling up there. So I'm trying to observe where water is pooling. Actually, this whole area where I'm at right now is just pooling. And right now, this whole area is a walkway, so I'm not too worried about that pooling. But I don't want water, obviously, to be, pooling in where my garden is. So anyway, I got to figure out measures to fix that. Here's another area where you may or may not be able to see the water pooling there, but I'm gonna have to take pictures of all of this to help me with planning. But it's a bummer. It's not, we got a free day. I really wanted to use it, but we can't, and that's all right. It'll just help us do better planning. One other thing I noticed, which I'm gonna see if I can maybe save these guys. We had some early sprouts of some of the bulbs and things that I had planted. Look right there. Look at that guy. So pretty. So we have a couple of those, but I'm gonna see if there's a way there's only a few, so I'm gonna see if I can save them because we still have, several days, some nights where it's gonna get pretty cold, and where they might die. So anyway, got to do my measurements and then rework my plan. This is this is fun. This is learning. So all right, I'm gonna do that and report back with what I find or what I figure out as far as our new plan for our garden. All right, so I had to pause, but come back on because I was thinking about with those flowers that I was growing and how, I had a little bit of knowledge and I tried with a little bit of knowledge I had to do some things, and I didn't turn out how I wanted or great or anything like that, but it reminds me of hospitality, and it reminds me of the number of times I've talked to people who have said, that they want to show hospitality, but they don't know how, or they want to show hospitality, but they're nervous or and whatnot. And it made me think about how, hospitality, which is the reason for this channel, the reason for me, it is to show gardening, it is to show the making of Philo, this place that we have that we're trying to create into a place that is used for others, that is a place for people to find rest, rest, and also a place for people to play, from everything from wedding events to silent retreats. Like, that is what we hope that this place becomes, and that's why we're working hard on it. But the heart behind all of it is to create both beauty and hospitality. And for me, hospitality is like, I love talking about it because I honestly believe that it changes lives. I think it changes communities. I think it changes us as people. And when we're formed into being hospitable people, we become people who are vulnerable and who are willing to also be courageous, because in our vulnerability, I think that takes courage, and it allows us to step outside of ourselves and to be amazed at what can happen. And so I see those little plants that are growing, and I'm honestly really excited. It's technically, I guess, the wrong time for them to be coming up, but that's fine. You know, I'm just so excited to see, like, you planted something and look at what is bursting forth. And, you know, I did it wrong because I should have, you know, put the cardboard down or figured out another way to do better weed suppression. That's all true. But still, something grew from that, even when I did it wrong. And I guess I share that because I'm like, I hope that that can be an encouragement to people when it comes to hospitality, because there are a lot of barriers to people wanting to show hospitality and things like that. You can think, I don't have enough food, my house isn't great enough, or whatever it might be. And I just want to say, just try it. Just go out and do what you can with what you have, and know that something beautiful can still burst forth from it. And I think hospitality changes us, like I said, as people. I think it changes communities. I think there's so much power in us choosing to be present with one another. And so that's what I hope. I just want to encourage you with that today. And whenever you're watching this, whether it's in the morning, the evening, I don't care, daytime, whatever day it is, I just hope that you know you are worthy and that you matter. And I hope that you take that with you. Whether you're going to bed, take it with you as you rest tonight, and may you sleep peacefully, or you're just starting your day. I pray that it can be an encouragement to you, that you live as a person who matters, who is truly valuable and worthy. So anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Until next time.